is a statement in the form of a poem by Mill Creek Carolyn, a mother who is not a Catholic, nor does she play chess. Innocence, nurturing, spiritual, safe. Violation, rape, anger, locked out, locked in, are the victims of the Roman Catholic Church pedophiles. Where are the voices of the children who have been ravaged and their innocence stolen from them by their religious teachers? I was one of them, a shy middle-aged woman told the artist after viewing communion. She had never had the courage to tell anyone. Communion, the white painted bronze chess pieces. She brings flowers to her first communion. He stands as a frightened child in his first suit. Step by step, the innocent child is violated, raped. Step by step, each is pushed further from their innate wholeness. If she survives to adulthood, who can she be? If he survives, it is in betrayal and anger. A mask, an adult wrung through pain. I was one of them, each white chess piece cast in bronze. The black painted bronze chess pieces. He gives his life literally to the Roman Catholic Church. He violates his vows. Any child is available to please him. First kneeling to look eye to childish eye, then rising, he gathers power. Following the three monkeys who see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. The Roman Catholic Church finally, awkwardly acknowledges allegations. The man sitting on St. Peter's throne is asleep. Can't the Black King hear the children? This chess game is already in progress. It began many centuries ago. Anger, locked out. Communion 2, comments on the Roman Catholic black chess pieces. Flat patterns portray progression. Gold masks hide identities. Power protected is disrupted. Gold structures crumble. Silence within St. Peter's Cathedral is shattered by the children's cries. Innocence, nurturing, spiritual, safe. Violation, rape, anger, locked in, locked out, are the victims of the Roman Catholic Church pedophiles.
My name is Rosalie Weinseff. I have a fine art photography degree from Cal State University at Fullerton. I taught in the junior colleges in Southern California for about 15 years and then got offered a job to teach the same subject in Mendocino, California. And something I couldn't refuse, so I've been teaching for almost 30 years. During that time, I met a lot of students that had different stories, and of course ran into people that had different stories. Always thought about how I could convey those stories through photographs. One day, evening actually, I was talking to this man at a party, and he was gloating over the fact that he would do a drug deal and then come home and rape his wife. And he'd already had 4 children, so with the drugs in his bloodstream, I can't imagine what the mental ability of those children would be, but you and I will pay with taxes to take care of them for the rest of their life. I'm sure that happens pretty often. So I thought about how do you portray that kind of abuse in a photograph, because that's my means of communication. So the series behind me is called The Drug Dealer, and it's talking about how a dealer will make sure that the woman that he is trying to use as a prostitute to be hooked on whatever drug he's selling so that she will always work for him. I'm sure that that's a fairly common form of enterprise that these people use. So I made the photographs so that I took implements that the viewer themselves could decide what that story is about, what that connection is about. If it was a syringe or what kind of abuse was going on between the dealer and the woman. I have several other series like this and have attempted to show them, and they've always been accepted into a show and then the day of the opening turned away. I think that either the curator or another artist in the show got cold feet or were kind of cowed by the whole thing and didn't want to have that included. So it's taken quite a bit of energy and promise to show the work in this show. This is the first time it's been showed, and the negatives were done 30 years ago. So I have others that were done even longer ago than that. I taught in a school where the chemistry department and the photography department shared a lab. So after school hours, I could use the studio and hire models and then go into the chemistry department and take all kinds of tools that they had and put them in the frame. And you're never really sure what those things are, and you can mentally associate one item for doing one thing or another, and it probably has nothing to do with reality altogether. But the viewer always has the option then of making up their own story and their own idea.
I'm Bill Apton. I entered these three pieces in the confrontational show. What inspired me was I've traveled fairly extensively and have been in several countries where women wear burqas and other head coverings, and from my Western perspective, it's always seemed rather oppressive to women.